When you lift up the Son of Man, then you will realize that I am. Every year, as an MGL priest, I need to spend 8 days in silent retreat for self-renewal. In September 2018, I spent my retreat with rather an unusual book called Falling Upward, written by a very insightful priest, Father Richard Rohr. What happened then? That book became the source of all reflection that shaped my retreat. I totally recommend it to you. In Falling Upward, Father Richard wrote about how to deal with the second half of life. I guess that was the reason I was interested in reading that book, since I have reached what we call midlife transition, or 40-plus-year-old. Many people think that the second half is just about getting old, looking after health challenges, or getting on with life. But Father Richard believes life has just begun to make sense. He argues that failures and mistakes, and particularly the experience of falling or going down in life, is a necessary way to understand what it means to go up. Going up for Father Richard does not mean climbing higher mountains or moving up in the world's pecking order, being more successful, gaining more wealth, getting promoted in your company or organization. Going up, however, means having a rich spiritual harvest through your experience of failure. So falling upward is about gaining through our losses. In other words, loss is gain. Falling upward is not simply learning from our mistakes. Falling upward invites me to see things differently. What looks like falling down can actually be an experience of grace. I thought to myself, wow, I'm only young in my priestly vocation, but since my calling was rather late, my youth had been a big mixture of falling out of grace and being discovered by grace. Even in my short time as a priest, I have found myself failing to reach the extremely high expectations. How could I, since Jesus is the ultimate measure? Jesus speaks today that when you lift up the Son of Man, then you will realize that I am. Lifting Jesus up means lifting him up to the cross. The cross is by any human standard an experience of going down to the deepest pit any human being can suffer. Shame, pain, disgrace, rejection, and death is what it means to lift Jesus up. It makes more sense now that only through these horrible experiences in my life can I begin to understand who Jesus truly is. There is no other way. I am falling upward because I am falling to the place where my Savior has let Himself fall. Meeting Jesus in that shameful place is where I experience my most gain. Being met when I don't even want to see or accept myself is where God will lift me up through His mercy and grace. I'm falling upward because I'm falling into the merciful hands of God. I am falling upward since as I go down, I don't have to keep looking down, but I can now lift my eyes up to God. I'm falling upward because I no longer focus on my own miserable self, having a pity party as it were. I fall upward instead because I dare to raise my hope in the one who is all-powerful, all-knowing, and all-loving. I fall upward because He has fallen down to the cross for my failings. I'm falling upward, yes, falling upward into the hands of Jesus, my Savior.